I was 38 years old, working as a logistics consultant in Seattle. That's what everyone believed. On paper, it was true enough. I advised companies on supply chains, flew economy, wore the same 3 jackets. Nothing flashy. I'd been married to Lena for 9 years. We met in Chicago, moved west together, built a life that looked stable from the outside. But stability can rot quietly. It started small. Lena stopped asking about my day. Her phone stayed face down at dinner. When her father, Victor, came up in conversation, her tone shifted, proud, eager, almost rehearsed. Victor owned a regional manufacturing firm, old school, family-run. Lena adored him. I respected him. What she didn't know was that I'd spent the last 7 years anonymously acquiring shares through a private equity vehicle. Slow. Legal. Silent. By the time this story really began, I owned just over 40% of Victor's company. She thought I was broke because I let her. The first betrayal wasn't physical. It was dignity. Lena started correcting me in public. Small jabs at first. He's not great with numbers. Don't ask him about investments. Once, at a holiday party, she laughed and said, "He's comfortable being average." People laughed with her. I didn't. I noticed the pattern. The way she deferred to her father on everything. The way my opinions stopped mattering the moment Victor entered the room. At home, intimacy faded into obligation. She'd pull away and say she was tired. Or stressed. Or just not in the mood. Weeks turned into months. Then came the money. Victor's company hit turbulence. Supply chain issues. Bad expansion. Lena started pushing me, hard, to convince Victor to let me help. Not because she believed in me. Because she wanted access. She wanted me to vouch for loans, to smooth relationships. To be useful without being respected. One night, after I questioned a risky refinancing plan Victor was considering, Lena snapped. "You don't get it," she said flatly. "This is real business. Not whatever consulting thing you pretend to do." Pretend. That word stayed with me. The real betrayal came 3 weeks later at a family dinner. Victor, Lena, her brother, and me. Steak. Wine. Linen napkins. Lena was glowing. Too glowing. She took Victor's hand and said, "Dad, I've been helping you review the financials. I think we should move forward with the merger." She had been reviewing his financials. Without me. Sharing opinions. Making decisions. Presenting herself as the competent partner in the marriage. Victor looked at me. "What do you think?" Before I could answer, Lena cut in. "He doesn't understand money. He's always been like this." That was the moment. The one that split something open inside me. Later that night, I confronted her. "You humiliated me," I said quietly. She didn't deny it. She didn't apologize. "You're too sensitive," she replied. "And honestly, you should be grateful. My family carries us." I asked her when she stopped seeing me as an equal. She shrugged. "I don't know if I ever did. You were convenient. Safe. But not impressive." There it was. Clean. Surgical. I slept on the couch that night. Not because she asked. Because I finally understood my place in her world. The turning point wasn't rage. It was emptiness. For days, I walked around feeling like a ghost in my own life. I caught myself rehearsing apologies I didn't believe in, explanations she didn't care to hear. I realized I had been shrinking myself to fit into a marriage that only worked if I stayed small. So I stopped begging. I stopped explaining. 2 months later, Victor's board called an emergency meeting. The merger Lena supported had triggered a covenant violation. Investors were restless. The anonymous shareholder group, my firm, requested a seat at the table. Lena didn't know. Victor didn't know. I attended via video, camera on, name disclosed. The silence when they realized who I was felt heavy. Victor's face drained of color. Lena stared at the screen like it was lying to her. I didn't gloat. I didn't smile. I spoke calmly. About risk exposure. About governance. About trust. After the meeting, Lena confronted me at home, shaking. "You lied to me," she said. "No," I replied. "I protected myself." She cried. Said she never knew. Said it didn't change how she felt. I looked at her and finally said the truth I'd been avoiding. "You stopped loving me the moment you thought I was beneath you." She didn't argue. We separated quietly. No drama. No public revenge. Victor bought out part of my stake under pressure. I kept the rest. The company stabilized. Lena moved back east. What I gained wasn't power. It was clarity. I learned that dignity doesn't come from revealing your strength to people who enjoy your weakness. It comes from knowing who you are even when no one else does. If someone needs you to be smaller so they can feel bigger, that isn't love. That's convenience dressed up as commitment. And silence, when chosen, not forced, can be the most honest response of all.